What are those three words that are key to making every single day a happy Friday? Think borderless. There are no limits. I am in charge of my life and I need to take ownership of my life.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Life by Design Bigger Future series. Thank you for joining us again and for continuing to invest in your personal growth journey. In our last session, we explored the idea that happiness isn't something reserved just for the end of the week. It's something we can intentionally create every day. Over the past week, you were all invited to reflect on three simple but very powerful questions. The first one was, did I make meaningful progress in my life? The second one was, do I like the person I am becoming? And the third was, does my life make a difference to someone else? Today, we're going to build on that foundation. This session is all about turning awareness into consistency, using the happiness compass as a practical tool to stay aligned across the four key areas or our wheels of life: career, relationships, health, legacy, or impact. With that, let's dive in and continue our bigger future journey together. Over to you, Sunny.
Okay, thank you, Anamika. Guys, can you join me to give a lot of love to Anamika for doing this every single week with so much passion and so much love for all of you? And this is so unique, so different than any other company out there. And many of you probably have worked with other companies. At least I did not come across any company where they do this with this much passion. They are just kind of really coming together as a community at work and talk about life. And they are basically thinking together what it means to live a good life. What do you think, Banmeet? You talk to a lot of applicants, candidates. Is that a true statement?
Yes, I have spoken to a lot of people, and even when your such posts go at social, people literally have called me, whether it is from my circle, whether it is candidate, whether it is all the senior leaders in the industry I'm working, Sunny. They asked me, Banmeet, you know what the question they asked me? Banmeet, can you set up our interaction with your CEO? I said, why? The way he is emphasizing on the series, which is your Life by Design series, how does is he doing? I'm like, he's investing in people. You know, the kind of forecast and kind of things and the tools what you have given, live life by design, not by default. 10 years back, I did not have that platform where I can, plan my next 10 years. How can I look up to my next 10 years? Today I have that plan, Sunny. So
Yeah.
it's not one person, it is ample amount of people have called me and asking, please set up us 5 minutes of interaction with your CEO. So it's a great achievement, Sunny. And I can say a lot of
Yeah.
organizations are not doing.
Yeah. Thank you. And when you do things uniquely, you do it with passion. And basically you become that's how you be different. But thank
And you do
you.
it from heart, Sunny. That's the most important thing which people have told me.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
would like to pass it on to you.
Yeah, thank you. So that's great positive focus. So we always start with positive focus. So why don't you take a quick minute and think positive focus? So last week, um, uh, please put it in the chat. What are those three words that are key to making every single day a happy Friday? Living every single day like a Friday. What are those three words that we learned last week? Can you please put it in the chat? And if anyone have any kind of success, I hope people are able to put it in the chat. The chat is working. Uh, did I make meaningful progress in my life? So that's where we ended. Thank you for putting it in the chat. Do I like the person I'm becoming? And does my life make a difference to someone else? Those were the three questions that we were going, we were walking away with to make progress with those three questions to be more happy, upping our happiness game. I'm not seeing any comment, guys. Come on. What are those three words? Let's do this together. Let's go with the number one word. Please share your number one word that you learned. Steve, I'm waiting for you to start the chat.
So just give me one quick minute. I will start the chat. I was late. It's raining today in Chandigarh, so it's a huge traffic. I just stepped in, and
Okay.
I may need a question again.
So the question is, what are the three words that we learned last Friday that was key to make every single day like a Friday, feel like a Friday? Abby is saying progress, self-respect, and contribution. Great job, Abby. Those are the three words. I think she's, and then Suhrid, thank you, Suhrid. Progress, self-respect, and contribution. And Demi, Demi, what's your full name? Like full, is that your full name?
No, it's Dibjot Kaur.
What is the name?
Dibjot Kaur.
Divjot Kaur. Okay.
Yes.
So Divjot is saying progress, self-respect, and contribution. Yes. So thank you, Divjot. And we have grit from Kritika. Yeah, grit is important for those three. And now let's think, like, if you have to give two out of those three and you can only keep one, which one would you keep? Can you put it in the chat? So you cannot take progress, self-respect, and contribution to live your life every day. You can only take one. Which one you will keep, assuming that other two you will give it to me. Loving who you are, knowing who you are, and then loving who you are. Self-awareness is really, really important to know who you are. So to stay connected with yourself and loving who you are, respecting yourself, who you are. And if there is anything that is even a question mark, no one is perfect. I am not. So where the whole concept, the big idea is that self-respect is important. Knowing and loving who you are is important. And if there is anything that is not excellence and you want to be that person, you admire someone with some kind of quality that you wish you have that, you want to put it on your list of progress. That's where you should still respect yourself, who you are, and also be happy with having that on your list that you want to make progress for your future self. Because the day you lose self-respect, that is the day we die. It's not physical death, it is the death of us not liking who we are. So I'm going to take you through. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, Sunny, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. We are all human beings, and I am not perfect. And that's where I think everything starts. Progress starts with knowing who you are, knowing where you want to do better, and having that intention every single day. And the topic a little bit that we're going to touch today, but because that's a session on its own, I am making every single day a better yesterday. And I'm going to talk about that towards the end of the session. So the journey that I started right now is that how can I do things that I'm doing in this moment that when I reflect on tomorrow on today, I can say it was a great yesterday. My design was my design of yesterday. Whatever, I don't want the world to be happy with my design, but I want to be self-respected with my own design for today So tomorrow, when I look at today, what I did today with that intention on I want to be self-respected with this action, what I'm doing today, when I reflect tomorrow, I can say it was a better yesterday. Action that I took was a great action. Okay. All right, so we will now get into a quick PPT. And I'm going to zoom a little bit faster. This is the journey that we are on. When we talk about the bigger future, we started with clarity. This was beginning of the year, and the way we did our clarity review was we looked at our calendar, we looked at our camera, we went through month by month with our phone pictures and our calendar, and we asked ourselves what person, place, and activity gave me energy in 2025 and what drained my energy. So that because energy, it's not about time management anymore, it's about energy management. And energy management requires those three words: person, place, and activity giving you energy. Everything that is energy is going to roll up to those three things. Either it will drain your energy or it will give you energy. So you got to be self-aware of what gave you energy, what did not give you energy every single day. But we started with 2025 by looking at picture, because picture is a great place where you can see where you were, you can see who you were with, and you can also see what activity you were doing in that picture. Calendar is the same thing. Who you were meeting, what was the meeting, what was the activity. So being self-aware is with the clarity was there. Then we created 2026 life vision, life plans. We updated our 4 life plans. Then we had a session on habits, like how to practice with clarity, connection with the 2026 vision, and the plan that we need to live with discipline, the practice. And then we looked at the goals and the performance. So session 1 was the bigger future journey, was started with clarity, number 1, session 1. Then we had life vision. Then we had plan, habits, performance, and happiness. In the clarity review, 3 takeaways. And please, if you were not there, Suhrid, I know you were not here. So these are the 3 takeaways. And there are a lot of new members, or you might have missed the session. Please write down these 3 things that these were the biggest takeaways from clarity review. You can't change what you don't see. Energy builders versus drainers shape your life. Evaluate 4 wheels: your health, your relationships, your career, your impact, by writing down 3 words: person, place, and activity. What worked, what didn't work, what are my insights, what is my action for 2026. So that was the session 1. Session 2 was on building our 2026 vision, because what we defined here was you cannot create bigger future until you create better past. Until you take a pause and reflect on your past will drag you. Your mind will live in the past, really reconciling your emotions. You got to make peace with your past. And the way you make peace with your past is reflect. And that's the only way for your mind to leave things behind that did not go your way, because your mind is just looking for learning from your past to archive it in your memory, in your thoughts, your your cognitive part of you. Your body, your mind is designed to reflect and learn from your bad experiences. And when you don't do that, that's when you live in your past. And in order for you to create a peaceful past and better past, gives you permission to move forward with wisdom and learning that comes from you making mistakes, and that give you better future. And that's what we did in 2026, that learning from 2025, what needs to be true for us to be happier in 2026, where we feel progress, we feel more self-respected, where we feel bigger, better contribution to this world. So three key takeaways. We we talked about limitless thinking. In our language, is called think borderless. There are no limits for you, your progress, your self-respect, your contributions. You can always expand your thinking, and your thinking expansion will expand your capabilities, and your capabilities expansion, your capabilities being always growing, which means borderless capabilities, will give you borderless impact. Your impact will continues to grow as a flywheel. When your thinking continuously grow, that will give you continuous expansion of your capabilities, and your continuous expansion of capabilities give you continuous bigger impact, and continuous bigger impact, which is contribution, is going to give you continuous bigger future. So ever expanding future starts with thinking borderless, thinking that I can be more, I can expand myself every single day. I can always make my today bigger than yesterday, and that's where my yesterday will always be better. And I don't need to go too far uh, forward in my thoughts, because if I can just stay present and focus on my today being a great today, then tomorrow when I reflect back, it's going to be better yesterday. The future must be designed, and it's not assumed. Future will happen. Is it just by design or by default? So we are a community where we live by design, not by default. And vision must stretch identity. All right, session 3 was on goals. So when we did that clarity, and then we had the vision, then we had to connect our plans, our goals with the vision that we have for 2026. And the 3 takeaways from our goals breakdown. And Anamika, someone in HR, if you can please share the PDF of our comprehensive life plans, where the goals are there, like it's a structured way for you to think about your life expansion, and you can put it there. So if you can please put it in the
Sure.
chat.
Sharing it now, Sai.
Yeah, so there is a goal sheet, guys, and you have your annual clarity goals for 2026, and then you break it down into quarterly for your health, relationships, career, and impact. So this was the goal exercise, because you cannot manage what you cannot measure. You cannot choose the right direction until you know which direction you want to go, and where you are. You will stay lost if you don't know where you are today and where you want to go, just like a mall, just like on the roads. Until you put destination in your GPS, if you start moving without putting destination in your GPS, you will not have a clear, correct direction, because if you're just moving, you could be moving in the wrong direction. So having goal setting is really important. So vision without goals is dream. It's just wishful thinking. Smart goals are always important, whether they're specific, measurable, attainable, relevant to where you want to be, and time frame, timeline is attached. Quarterly execution drives consistency. So if you make every next 90 days better, year will be a combination of 4 sprints. So every sprint gives you progress, more self-respect, and more contribution. So just focus on quarterly milestone of your annual goal. That's what it meant. Okay, performance compass. And this is where 3 takeaways. Plans don't execute, habits do. So if you have clarity where you want to go, you have a plan, you have a goal that, okay, you want to go here, there's a numeric number attached to it. Now, habits. Habits will give you progress. If I want to like lose weight or gain weight, if I don't change habit, the progress is not going to happen. If I want to be healthy, until I adopt a healthy habit, which is better than yesterday, the progress is not going to happen. So habits, healthy habits are key. Discipline beats motivation. And this is where when we talk about progress beats perfection, start with small step, small habit improvement. Discipline will be the key for your success for bigger future. System sustain performance, and this is where and then relentless execution. So now habits, daily habits. Atomic Habit is a book, if you haven't read, must read book that shows you how to adopt healthy habits and how to live with those habits, how not to lose those habits. Your weakest habit is your growth ceiling. Focus on one habit at a time. Consistency beat intensity. And then we talked about happiness compass. This is where we talk about happiness is a daily way of being. That is a way of being. It's a way of life. It's a choice every single morning. You can make a choice to say happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Sunday. It's a choice. It's an art. If you're not happy today, you will not be happy tomorrow, no matter what you achieve. Because if the mindset is, I will be happy if that is what comes to your mind, pause, reflect. What can make me happy today so that I'm happy tomorrow? If you're not happy with a couple of thousand rupees, couple of 100,000 rupees, or few thousand rupees, or dollars, or pesos, more money is not going to make you happy. If you're not happy with your title today, you're not happy with your salary today, you're not going to be happy with more salary or more bigger title. It's a choice because you got to measure your success backwards and think that I'm better today than yesterday. Because even if you're an entry-level person here, you were not making any money in college. And if you're making some money today, that is progress. Probably not perfection, but if you're not happy with that progress that you made with making more money, having at least a job, you're not going to be happy tomorrow with more bigger title or more advancement there. I'm saying progress is important, but I'm saying at the same time, thinking that if your mindset or any kind of thinking that comes that I will be happy if I achieve this, that's not good thinking to stay happy. That's not good thinking to live with the mantra of making happiness a choice every single day. Progress, self-respect, contribution. Thank you for remembering Divjot, Sohrid, and who was the first one there? There was
Abby.
someone. Sorry,
It was
Abby. Yeah,
Abby. Abby.
Abby. Abby remembered these 3 words. These are the 3 words that will help you make a choice in the morning every single day to say, okay, I want to feel like Friday every single day. Progress. Progress, self-respect, and contribution. Small wins create fulfillment. And now, building on happiness, building on that happiness compass. Happiness must exist across all life areas: health, relationships, career, and your impact slash legacy. The gap shows your growth opportunity. Reflection plus action is equal to alignment. Happiness is designed. So stay happy by design, not by default. And 6 habits. So this is the key for progress, self-respect, and contribution. What needs to change is habits, your inner world. So these are the habits, 6 habits that we talked about. And I kind of took that into inner world and outer world. Seeking clarity is more of inner work. Generating energy is inner work. Raising necessity is your inner world. So it's more of you, it's more of a job that you have to do with yourself. And what do you have on the left side? Alone is a full-time job. That is, being yourself is a full-time job. Every single day reflecting and having clarity for yourself is a full-time job. Every day generating energy management, which comes from person, place, place, and activity is a full-time job. Thinking about your contributions, which is beyond yourself, that's how you raise necessity. If the question is, hey, how do I raise a necessity for my goals? If the goal is more of self-served goal, it's going to have one impact. But if you are having this goal that, oh, I want to go to the gym because I want to be energetic for my people around me, I'm doing this because not only I want to do this, lose weight, gain weight, whatever your healthy goal is, eating healthy, it's not for just myself. It's me being helpful for others. I want to help my kids, or I want to help my parents, or I want to help the world. So really raising necessity will raise your commitment to the goal. And increasing productivity, developing influence, and how you develop influence, we talked about this. Be helpful. Teach teach something that you know to someone. That's how you develop influence. And you demonstrate courage. Courage is the mother of all, everything happiness. Having that courage to make a choice in the morning, no matter what's happening in the world, is a capability that you need to start with. If you don't have the courage to say, there is a silver lining somewhere, no matter how bad it is, then you're missing the capability that will make you happy. So being very courageous to make a bigger choice, and that bigger choice is that I'm going to choose to be happy every single day, no matter what's happening in the world, what's happening to me or for me. That is where it starts. Courage. So everything leads here, guys. Clarity, vision, goals, habits, and happiness. And today, I'm going to talk a little bit more on the power of today. But before we go there, let's do 5 minutes of group thinking and group sharing. So what are your thoughts on the sessions that we have covered so far? Any question for me? Let's take 5 minutes more of a Q&A. Any questions? Mohit, what are you thinking? When it comes to questions so far, what question do you have for me?
So, Sunny, it's been a great session that, especially you taking out time and investing in people, and gives us a lot of clarity on how do we, it's there in our head, but we don't process it until unless it's come like, it's something that we think about every day. How do we want to organize our day, or how do you want to be happy every day? It's not that we, process it, but when the words comes out, and when you have the guidance, it gets affected, and it gets processed in very well mannered, and structure our day into that process. So I think these sessions have definitely helped me in recalling or revisiting my thoughts, and putting that line to the thought process, which was not clear or not there. It was missing. It was there, but it was not structured properly. So
Yeah.
definitely these sessions have come into more clarity for me.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Majority of us know what good looks like. We just need a reminder, or we need a prompt from someone to where that prompt can make us think about overthinking. What are we thinking? Because that's the hardest thing to do. Thinking what you're thinking.
Yes, true, Sandy.
We're normally thinking about what other people are thinking.
So I have a question, Sunny, if I may ask.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, since we are talking, every time about like mindset, mind shifts and, the mindset basically, I think that is the most important, right? So, what is that according to you? What is that one mindset shift, all right, or daily practice that you would recommend to ensure that we consistently align our actions, with both performance and happiness goals in 2026?
So the question is that
What is
what
that one mindset shift, basically, or daily practice you would recommend for me to be able to, or for everyone to be able to consistently align our actions with both performance and happiness goals in 2026?
Yeah. So I think for me, it's really, really important to do low. Okay, so the mindset is that no one owes me anything, and the world is happening for me, not to me. I am in charge of my life, and I need to take ownership of my life, no matter how others are living their life around me.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I'll just take a note of it.
Yeah. So basically that no one owes anything to me, that I have no expectations from anyone if it's because that is the mother of all the bothers. And when you just don't expect anything from anyone, and whatever is happening as a plus, then it just gives me gratitude. And knowing that whatever, like now, it could be AI, it could be anything in the past, knowing that world is happening for me, not to me. Whatever is happening in the world is an opportunity rather than a threat. And just the only person I'm in charge of is myself. I do not have any connection with anyone, biological connection. So when I don't have that, I have no control on others' thoughts, their thinking, their behaviors, their actions. The only person in my control, the only person that is in my basically control is me, because biologically my brain and my body and my heart is connected in this body. And even that is a full-time job. Like really being in charge of myself is a full-time job. That if I need to stay focused on my full-time job, I do not have time to focus on being in charge of others, because that doesn't work it did never worked in my life so far. And I have not seen it worked for anyone else, where people try to control others.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sunny. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Anurag has a question.
Go ahead, Anurag.
Hi, Sunny. So first of all, thank you so much for taking these sessions, Sunny, for all of us. I would second what Mohit said. It's amazing that you are finding time for such valuable sessions because it really sets you up for the next week, for the following week, and you're in a more positive and a more grounded state of mind. So thank you so much. It's just a very small question, Sunny. So, like you mentioned that there is happiness is found within, not without. Like it has to start within. You are in your control and all. So and you should not base your happiness contingent upon an outcome. otherwise you are setting yourself up for failure. But what according to you are those 2 or 3 things that you can do to actually achieve that state? Is it like meditation, or is it doing something that you are passionate about? What are those exact things that you can do?
Yeah.
Thank
So yeah, no, that's a great question. Thank you. It's a big question. It's not a small question.
you.
Uh,
Thank you, Sunny.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably the biggest question. How to like the how part of it. Um, I think is like I mean the mindset is where it starts with, and then habits. Mindset is that if I want to, yeah, if I want, if knowing that no one is in my control, I cannot change people. That's basically the mindset. I cannot change people. The only person that can change is me. Then really having time to reflect every single day towards it could be your morning practice, it could be your evening practice, that if I'm the only one who is in charge of my happiness, and if I'm the only one who wants to stay happy, I mean, the control in terms of my happiness score,
Right.
then I need to ask myself what worked for me, what didn't work for me from person, place, and activity, and what is in my control to make it better tomorrow. Can I be more helpful? Can I increase my contribution? If that is the bother that I am sensing from other people, that I am on their bother list because they expect more from me in terms of my contribution to teamwork, my contribution to my family, my friends, whatever it is. Can I do something to deposit more in others? Can I contribute more? Second, that
Amazing.
that like people that having that growth mindset rather than victim, that okay, if I am on someone's bother list, they they are not happy with me for something, like knowing that okay, what is in my controllables, by applying growth mindset rather than starting with the victim mindset, that okay, it's that person's fault.
Right.
It's never anyone else's fault. The only fault that you have with a person, place, and activity is that you keeping yourself in that relationship or place or activity after trying everything that you tried.
Mhm.
And if it's still on your bother list, it's still not making you happy, then just I mean, the only thing that you can do is step away from it.
Right. Right. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sunny.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for the questions. We will say a few. I have like a couple of slides for. So this is kind of a not a new idea, but it's building on that happiness compass. And a practical way to do that. So Anurag, I think you kind of you did the setup for me, basically for my new idea. That what is in your controllables when you are in charge of your life. The only person who is in charge of your happiness is you. What can you do? And this is my thinking. That this is how you can live a happy life. Build on that happiness, what we talked about. So if progress, self-respect, and contribution is important, how can you make progress with your those 3 things score using the 4 wheels of life: your health, your relationships, your career, and your legacy, by applying this formula. The formula is be intentional about making your yesterday better. So live today to make your yesterday better. Life will be series of yesterday, and if you can live with the intention of making today a better yesterday, your life will be better. Your life will keep getting better, and life keep getting better means you will continuously expand your future, bigger future. And this is how you do it. You fully control today. You have no control over your past. If anyone on this call, they can control yesterday, please let me know. I would love to have my learning from you, that how are you doing it, so that I can learn from you. You fully control today. You don't control yesterday. You don't control tomorrow. And today becomes tomorrow's yesterday. You don't control the future. You don't change the past. You cannot. The only thing that you can do when it comes to past is you can create peace with your past. The reality that you created yesterday, just being able to make peace with that reality, with the question that what did I learn from yesterday? That can give me better control today to be better. And if you do that, you will feel the progress. You will feel more self-respected, because people respect themselves more when they are in that motion of progress. And your learning with the connection of contribution can make today better. And the only thing that you're doing with your yesterday is asking yourself, what did I learn from my day? And if you are living bigger and better every single day, that means you are in control of your future. Your future will expand, and your happiness will expand. Okay. So creating a better yesterday is really, really important. So live every day with the intention of creating a better yesterday. What you are doing right now in this moment is shaping what you will remember tomorrow. When you wake up in the morning and you reflect on, oh, what did I do on Friday? You will say, okay, I attended Sunny's Life by Design. And if that gives you good feeling, that gives you progress, more self-respect for yourself, you believe that learning something from this session will expand your capability, your thinking to make a bigger contribution, I think you are shaping what you will remember, right? So you shaped this morning what you will remember tomorrow. So will you be proud of today? That's the question. So can we put it in the chat? What do you do today? How you live today by design? So living today by design, what that means for you, being self-aware person. And are you going to take action today? Are you going to live your life today where you will be proud of that life, that today, when it comes tomorrow? Does it make sense? Will you be proud of today, tomorrow? So from drift to design, reactive, unintentional, forgotten. That's what drift looks like. Most people drift. Living life by design rather than drifting is always better. How you live by design is on the right, where it says high performers design. It's act with intention, execute with awareness, finish the pride. It's basically you being able to be proud of who you are today, the progress that you made. That gives you more self-respect at the end of the day, and more self-respect when you think about today on Saturday morning, means tomorrow. And the daily standard, will I be proud of this tomorrow? Does this move my life forward? Is this aligned with who I want to become? If yes, go all in. If no, eliminate that. This is what you can do. So can we also put these 3 questions in the chat? This will eliminate your bother and add to your happiness every single day. You will feel more in charge of your life. You will feel that world is happening for you, not to you. You will feel that you are in that forward motion. You have the momentum. You are in control for yourself. And having that inner control is the control that you want, so that your remote control is not with others. So, will I be proud of this tomorrow? Does this move my life forward? Is this aligned with who I want to become? Can someone put this in the chat, please? Tomorrow will thank you for yesterday. Live today so tomorrow I respect yesterday. Win today so yesterday becomes something I'm proud of. Live today by design so tomorrow you are grateful for yesterday. If you live today by design, you are living life by design, because life is a series of todays. And the bigger future is built one great yesterday at a time. And let's talk about these 3 questions now. Take a few minutes on this. So what are you thinking, Natalie? Is that protein?
No, it's cold brew. Like it comes in this bottle. Yeah, so I'm thinking that this aligns like a lot for me. I'm doing this other class. It's called Freedom, and it's basically freedom in relationships. And then this last week it was how to stay unoffended, basically. And it is like we just talk about how other people can affect you so much. And I have it here. So one of the things that it was like 6 ways to stay unoffended, and it was like make decisions that promote life in others. And that was one of the ones that a lot of people talk about work relationships, and like that's where a lot of their stress comes from. It's like different people at the workplace. So make decisions that promote life in others. It kind of reminds me of that. You can't control what someone does or how they act, or even if you would act a different way, like you can't judge them for that. Like all we can do is love and promote life in others. So that's what I'm taking from this. It's a reminder.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. This will create more life freedoms. When we talk about freedoms, our health freedoms, our relationship freedoms, our career freedoms, our legacy impact freedoms. And forgiveness is the biggest tool one can use for freedoms. What I do personally and learned over time is when someone is really getting on my nerves and I have bother, and someone is like, someone did something. It could be a business partnership, it could be a client, it could be anyone, friends, family, team members, clients, anyone, people. And what I learned is that I just do a quick ardas prayer. I say, okay, and my intent there is forgiveness. Like, how can I really forgive that person from my heart, where it's not bothering me? It's for like it's self-serving. Forgiving gives me freedom, actually, that it's like I'm doing it for my own benefit. And when I do that prayer for that person, it just changes. I'm like, and one thing that I learned, and people they may not understand this, is I'm more like a spiritual guy. I'm not a very religious guy. But what I read is Guru Granth Sahib, and their last line is Sarbat Dapala, means, how would you say that, Banmeet, in English?
Sarbhadda Bala means bring happiness, bring Holy
Best
days,
wishes for everyone.
best wishes for everyone. In Sikh Guru Granth Sahib, it is Sarbadda Pala, that don't bring unhappiness or ask anything bad for anyone. Don't
Yeah, don't
ask.
do anything. Yeah, you
Yeah,
cannot make other people happy, but
yeah.
you
Don't
cannot.
talk about
Yeah,
bad as well. Yeah,
yeah. Just like how can you be a person of service to others, and
others.
how no matter, even if it's the enemy, then still you have you wish well for people, no matter what they did to you. Yeah. So
May
that
everyone progress and prosper, Sunny. That's the
yeah.
correct word.
Yeah, personally, what I have experienced is that when I forgive, when I do that prayer for that person, it's just like that person goes out of my bother list.
Welfare for all.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you guys thinking? Anyone else wants to share their thinking? We have one more minute.
Then what you just shared is, I think what I'm practicing is exactly same thing as the compassion meditation, which actually I started doing post I learned it. So it's just thinking good about you and thinking good about others. So you create that feeling intentionally in you, that first you feel yourself happy, that I'm good, doing good, and then intentionally you feel about others, that others are happy, whoever is in your list, or like you said, Sarvada Pala. So for everyone, rest of the world, that you feel happy for others, that everyone else stays happy, stays healthy in their life. I think
Yeah.
that's what I do on a daily basis as a practice.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. And I have 30 more seconds. So can we all take a quick minute to write down three words? So will I be proud of this tomorrow? So set intention right now. What you will be doing today. So think, right? Will I be proud of this tomorrow? Whatever you're going to do today. Let's do that. First thing. Give yourself a prompt. So when you go back and you're living your day today, so you practice this. Practice with, am I going to be proud of this tomorrow? Second, does this move my life forward? So action that you will take today, it could be anything with your health, relationships, career, influence, the legacy, impact. Does this move my life forward? Whatever action you have, you set your intentions on for today. And then, is this aligned with who I want to become? Whatever action you will take, ask yourself, is this aligned with who I want to be, my future self? If it's not, inspire yourself to change your habit there, change your action. All right, guys, take care. Have a great, great day. Make a choice to be happy.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sunny. Thank you,
Sunny.
everyone.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.